Good afternoon, everybody. It is 3:30 on a weekday. You know what that means. It is time for At the Close, where we hang out, talk about what happened today, talk about what didn't happen today. See, oftentimes what didn't happen is as important as what did happen. Talk about what happened today, talk about what didn't happen today. See, that's my computer replaying myself. Let's just start this show. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Hey, bada bing, bada boom. Joel, what's up?
Nothing. We're unchanged, down $1.50. I mean, it's like nothing happened today. Spoos closed 79.75. We're trading 46.79. I mean, who cares? We went up to 46.95.5 and then tanked and took out last week's low at 67, went to 49. And now we're back up. Consolidation, at least on the closing basis. Consolidation in a trend means continuation of the trend. We're going higher, folks. I mean, at least that's the way the market's acted today. We are now in the green by handle. I think we're gonna. I don't think today's gonna be as exciting as yesterday. I think we're just gonna chop around this 46.80, but we'll see. We still got 28 minutes left. Crude, too bad they didn't release 100 million barrels because it would be up $4. 50 million barrels, it's up $1.95 at 78.70. That's really not much in the whole scheme of things. Gold, once again, down. 2 really bad days for gold. Down 15.10 at 17.91.20. Silver hanging out in the mid 23 handle, down 68 cents at 23.62. Bitcoin, man, 55.5. I thought it would be 55 even or 55.200, but no. Buyers just stepping up 55.375. That is your low for today, and that matches the lows for the last 2 sessions. So good support in Bitcoin. Ethereum up 7.3%. There was some resistance at 43.50. We've cleared that up. Up $297.50 and 43.63.75.
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly when the tide turned in Ethereum today. It was
When?
when I said I was going to buy some, and I did.
Did you tweet it out?
No, I didn't tweet it out. I just said it on Benzinga Live that I'm going to buy some, and yes, and I said it. I may have said it on live trading, but I said it at probably around 11:30 or noon that I was going to buy some, and then I bought some like an hour later. So that's why we're up today. You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're buying. Well, hey, it had a nice move, right? Got close to 5K, pulled back to 4K, and I like it. Good support, and just like that 4K is a rock level there. And moving up, probably get half back of this move. What was this move? How high did we get in Ethereum? Almost to 5K. Where'd my mouse go? I got so much junk here. It'd just be easier just to do the old retracement tool. That's why TradeStation made it. Let's do the old retracement tool and right there, coming up. Let's call 44.30. That'd be halfway back of that little down move you had in Ethereum futures.
All right, we should probably start. Let's just start with tech here, Joel. I mean, it is just for another day. Tech has been brutalized. Not all tech, obviously, right? If you are in a unfavored, a non-loved tech stock like Intel, right? Actually, no, not Intel. Like Cisco or Micron, those are doing fine. But everything else today, if you're in tech, chances are you're down. Best case.
You think Kelty's buying the dip and Zoom?
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, hey, you know what? Whoever's been buying in the last, what is that? Last hour? Someone in the last hour. I don't know who it is. Somebody.
Man, oh man. I was looking at this thing and I was trying to find some reason why I wouldn't go under 200. And there wasn't any. Boom, they pounded it, had no problem taking out the pre-market low. Got under 200 and then boom, it turned. What was the I don't even know if I had any. Let's see if there's a love. 196, I believe, is what we got to, and nothing on now. The monthlies I know was even lower than that. So we'll see if Kathy's buying the dip in here. Still down 14.5% at wow 207.24. Zoom not having a good day, and like Peloton, could they just stop selling the Peloton? They already got beat up off their earnings, and now they're getting beat up after the Zoom earnings. This is an absolute disaster. I am. I can't go on that bike, and
Joel,
I'm gonna throw
Joel,
that thing out the window.
Joel, remind me, was Peloton, was that a traditional IPO? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think it
It
was.
was? Okay.
Yeah, I do. I
Alright.
do. What an
Um,
ugly
I
cow.
I honestly, here's what I'm thinking, right? And this is regarding Peloton, Zoom, anything that's down this year, right? Cannabis, ARC funds, whatever. If it's down, I think it could be a pretty tough end of the year because of
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
tax law selling, right? So,
Yeah.
and that being said, I know there are people out there that want to buy the dip in all these things that are down a lot. I would say you could probably stand to wait, a month and a half, 2 months, and anyone that's long and getting hammered here on anything from, again, from cannabis to Zoom to PayPal, DraftKings, whatever you name it. Um, don't be surprised if the next month is as bad as the last month, right? I mean,
Ugh.
this is what happens, right? People sell their losers to offset their gains to lower their tax bill. That's what they do, and this is what happens at the end of the year. It's a perfectly reasonable, perfectly legal strategy to do, and what it means is it creates natural selling pressure on the on the stocks that are already losers, right? So it just could be. I could see a scenario where it's more of the same for the rest of the year. And if you want to buy the dip, and if you're thinking, well, like how far lower could this really go? Like we were just talking before we came on, I didn't realize that ride was $4. Ride being at $4.
481. 481. Don't say
Okay, whatever. The $4
real.
handle, whatever. And my point was like, if I wanted to take a flyer and ride at some point, I would. I feel like I should. It would behoove myself to wait through the end of the year, because people are going to be selling, probably for tax loss purposes. But like, if you want to buy the dip in any of these things, maybe don't come in today. Is my point, or maybe don't come in this month. Maybe at least wait till the calendar.
Maybe don't come in at all.
Maybe. Well, okay, but like, yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, there's so much. I mean, buy something that's going up. I mean, buying stuff that's going down. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah. It's yeah. I mean, it's a tough situation. But I can easily see a scenario where like a lot of these stocks with downward pressure just leak harder into year end. At some point, the tide is going to turn. It always does. Well, not always. I shouldn't say always. Well, no, I should say always. The tide always turns in terms of factors, right? This year is a great example. Is a great lesson in owning stocks with different characteristics, aka factors, right? If you only own growth is a factor, right? It would behoove you to have some values. Value's doing good today. Since Cisco's up today, Micron's up today, right? Who else is up today? Some value. We got some value stock.
Banks.
Banks are up today, right? Energy's up today, right? Value's having a good day, a good year. Frankly, um, it would behoove you to have stocks with more than one characteristic, not just growth stocks, not just value stocks. If you own just value, you got crushed last year. You got destroyed last year. If you own just growth, you got crushed this year. It's nice to have a mix, nice to have a balance. Um, tough for growth right now. I own some growth. You guys know I own the ARKW. I own SoFi. I own cannabis. I own Airbnb, which actually is not doing half bad, I think. But yeah, Airbnb is not doing well. Oh, the last couple of days have been tough. Uh,
Filled the gap, though. I mean, it had the
whoops,
earnings,
shouldn't
came
have said
down.
shouldn't have said that. But yeah. Anyway, point still stands. Tech is the future. RM, you're right. At some point, the stuff will turn, and the good tech companies will stop going down. Now I don't know who those companies are, obviously, but at some point the good ones will turn around. Just don't know. I don't know when, and I don't know who that will end up being.
and where and why.
Well, yes,
I don't know, man. I
it's tough.
mean,
It's tough. It's tough. This is why
we'll
investments are
see. I mean, if anything, you got to wait for them to stop going down. After you got to wait for them to stop going down, you got to wait for consolidation. Then after the consolidation, you got to
Yeah,
wait
but
out for a
you know what
breakout
though?
for the
You know what
consolidation.
though? There was no consolidation last March, last April. It was a V bottom, and that's what caught people off guard, and that's what made it hard, really hard, to buy in March and April and May and June, right? Because stocks were everything was ripping, and you're like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I mean, I didn't understand it, and so they don't always consolidate. Maybe in an ideal world they do because it forms a stronger base, more price history, more price memory. But like they don't always do that. It didn't happen last year. Now last year was a weird year, so extenuating circumstances. But yeah, um, everyone's asking like, where do I buy this dip? When does this stop going down? We don't know. Unfortunately, if we did, we would.
Where's my crystal ball?
Yeah. Oh, do you have it? No, you lost it.
It's cracked.
It's cracked. It's gone. Um, yeah. So I would just say try to be patient, and if you have to cut a loser, cut a loser. It is what it is. We all have losers. We all got them. Um,
You're better off in these things, cutting, like taking a stab, cutting the loss, boom, maybe trying it again, taking a stab, cutting the loss again, and do it again. Then holding on. It also depends what your trading style is, what your time horizon is. But man, it's just we're catching a fallen knife in this market. Just
tough.
you try and catch a fallen knife, and you get caught, Donkey Kong under
Yeah.
$35. We'll have to talk to Sean about this. He was a buyer at 41. We'll buy more if it goes lower. So he should be getting his fill there at 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, and 35.
Yeah.
How's Penn doing?
Probably more of the same.
Hanging out. Hanging out. 3 monthly lows at 52 from last September, October, and November. You're hanging in there. You made a 51.05 low today. I mean, at least you got a reference point in this one for
Can we talk? Let's
B.
talk energy for a second here. I
Let's
mean,
talk energy.
energy is
Let's get some energy to the show.
it's having a great day. I am no energy strategist, macro geopolitical oil analyst. I don't know jack about squat, but I know they're releasing more oil into the market, and I know that's generally a bad thing. A good thing for prices, a bad thing for everything else. So, um, I don't know why every energy stock is up to oil is up 2% today. Every energy stock is higher. Um, but hey, this is great because on the one hand we get lower prices at the pumps, and at the other our energy stocks are going higher. So it's a win-win situation.
Rebound for these stocks. I think talked about it yesterday. Crude came off; these came back. Try a big move. 66 to 60 and change is a big move. You're getting three. You're just about there, getting halfway back. You got to fill in a little gap there. Let's see how it holds at the 50. CVX. Boom. CVX. That's rebounding a little bit better. Uh, Hey Spencer, speaking of oil stocks,
Hmm.
guess who I talked to the other day, last weekend or the weekend before?
I'm gonna guess. I have a very good guess. I
Yes,
bet you I'm gonna get it.
you are because I just put that stock up there.
Oh no, that's not who I was gonna guess.
Oh, who are you gonna
I was
guess?
gonna guess Tracy Schuchart.
No, what happened to Tracy? We gotta get.
She's still around. You always say what happened to this person. Nothing happened to them. They're still around.
We gotta find out who the person on our guest list is no longer with us, so we don't invite them. Okay, I'm gonna take. So that stock doesn't ring a bell that I just put on the screen. I'm gonna take
No,
it off.
no. Geo?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we not bring him back on?
What? No, all right. We'll talk about it off air.
All right.
All right. S&P's up 4.5, 84 and a quarter. Trying to get green on the session. We are green. Let's see. I still got this 4680 number. I can't get it out of my head. So, what else do we got?
Hey, watch this. Movado. MOV, guys. This was dumb. We should have seen this coming. If you remember Fossil from a few weeks ago, FOSL, it went higher by like 50%. Not quite. No, actually more than that on its earnings report. And we were like, oh my gosh, watches. And then it actually gave it all back. But the point is, Movado had earnings today. The difference is Movado is in an uptrend, Fossil's in a downtrend, but MOV, the earnings were ridiculous. They were,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't even know what to give you on this one.
no.
It's running. It's a big day. Gave you a chance too. I mean, if you liked the report and you were so inclined, what was the close? 39.91. Look at that. Open flat. Oh, this thing doesn't trade a lot. 39.91, tick 979. Now you're hitting 44.92. Kind of, street leading the right way into the report. Went 36 to 40. Now they're giving it some little bit of gas here. Next monthly level, I'd be looking at 45.55. That doesn't seem out of the realm of possibilities. And how is this? Is this an all-time high for Movado?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. Good to see people are wearing watches now and just not looking at their phone. I'm a
Yeah.
watch guy. I don't know if I have a Movado though.
Uh,
But
and
boom.
shout out to Mitch gave this one. So I know Mitch is feeling down today because he's long Genie, but Mitch also gave this one as well. So hey, it all evens out, Mitch. It all averages out to zero. Um, yeah, massive supply shortage for Rolex. So
But
when
you don't wear a watch. Who wears a watch?
well,
No one wears a watch except for me.
I
I
used
got
to,
my Apple.
I
Yeah.
used to. Now I wear that guy, but where the battery is low. But I used to wear watches.
Fitbit.
No, man, I broke. I had a Garmin and a Fitbit, and they both broke.
Is
So
that an iWatch?
yes.
When did you get that?
Well, I got it for free actually.
Why? You steal it?
No, well, I don't want to say really, but a family member got them through her work, and she gave me one. So
Oh, that's
um,
excellent.
yeah,
Okay.
so did not
Well,
pay.
the only stock that Chaikin's ever picked that I own is going straight down. Look at that, $57. Back to where I owned it. That's the only stock that Chaikin's ever given us that's went down, and it has to be the one that I'm in. Now
Uh,
I know why I don't look at it.
hey, here's a winner. We always talk about Dillard's. Why don't we just buy it, Joel? DDS
Oh,
is up
Jesus.
about $400 today. Pretty crazy stuff. Their float is below 8 million now. So this is a high flyer, reliable for crazy moves, not super heavy volume, but
No.
it is the rare stock that has simultaneously a well-known name brand, but it's not very well known on Wall Street in terms of the volume, right? Because it's not a super widely traded stock, and yet it's a monster. So I don't know. More power to we should always close our eyes and buy Dillards. We should just do that right now and then retire and live on an island somewhere because it's crazy. This thing every day, every week, every single week. Joe, when's the last down week in Dillards? Was it
Let's go.
September? September 20, the week of September 27th was the last time Dillards had a down week. Just for fun. When was the last down
All
month?
right, let's do it weekly. Let's do it. I mean, it had a little bit of a down. I never been in a Dillard store.
Yeah, me neither.
Let's see. Wow, this thing has doubled since October, over doubled. Yeah, I had a bad month. Oh my, and since oh, this is weekly. Yeah, it's had one bad week since October, going back to middle of September. I don't know. When it turns, it turns. So, but right now, trend is your friend. Dennis was joking about it going to 400. Well, there it is. Spoos are catching a bit here. And it looks like that 4680 maybe is going to be put in the rearview mirror. We are now turning green on the session, up 7.5 handles. Buy into the pre-Turkey, I guess Turkey Day rally tomorrow. If that's
I don't
what's
know. I don't know.
yeah, no, it's
Uh,
nice day here. No one goes to Dillard's. They order for the site like normal people. I don't know.
Normal.
Maybe we will have to do a live show from Dillard's.
We
We'll have
should.
to find where's the nearest one.
Not around here.
Do they own? They gotta own something. Oh yeah. Let's see. When did they announce that $15 special dividend?
Good
Dillard's.
question. I'm going to the newsfeed, Benzinga Pro, do a search for Dillard, do a search for dividend. What do I find? I find November. Oh no. Oh yeah. What is that right? November 18th. What? No, that was last week.
Yeah,
Was that
it's
it?
recent.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's look
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
this. Let's do the math. Let's get fancy here.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. Was it? It was.
It was after hours on the 18th.
Okay. And it actually went down the 19th, right? Went down $8. I don't understand that. But
Okay. I don't
on a
get the
$15 dividend, it's added 78, 88. It's added over 40 points. You guys do the math on that one. I don't know. I'm not
pe-
shorting it. I'm not trading it.
people like cash in their pockets, apparently.
15. Yeah. Wow.
They like the cash in their pockets. All right. It is 3:52. We got 8 minutes left in the session. Drop us your tickers in the chat. We will take a look. Apparently, there is some cannabis news. I'm not really seeing any cannabis stocks move. Oh, yeah, I am a little bit. I can't get excited, guys, about this. Come on, you're teasing me with the cannabis stuff. Um, let's talk about some. Hey, here's one that we didn't talk about this morning that I wanted to. JD.com. Joel, why don't we buy JD.com every day at the close and sell it every day at the open? Because even on days when it closes down, it opened higher.
Okay.
How many days in a row has JD opened above its close? Let's see here. Today. One,
This
two, three,
day,
four, five. Looks like 5 out of 6, 6 out of 7, 9 out of the last 10 days. It's opened above its
uh,
close.
well, if you go 71, if we go here,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, not much. 5, 5 of 6,
Six.
6 of 7, 7 of 8, 7 of 9, 8 of 10.
Okay.
Spencer, you're an absolute genius.
8 of the last 10 days it's opened above its prior day close. Why don't we
Yeah.
all just buy it now and sell it tomorrow morning at 9:31 or 9:30?
Okay.
Well,
Why don't we all do that? Why don't we all put
let's all
our
do that right now.
yeah, make it a group trade, right? 8 out of 10. It's got to go 9 out of 11. JD, and look at Baba. Holy mackerel. That thing. Oh, my Lord. Look at that. 133.74. Gap down on earnings. I mean, I don't even know what is ever going to turn around the Bobster, right? We gotta find Jack Ma. Maybe we'll do that over
No,
the
he's
weekend.
found. He's found. He's found.
Wow. Whew. Man, Baba out of favor down to I think there's a gap around here I was waiting for. I don't know. I'll go back and take a look. Probably won't do it anyways. Spoos in a 44.90 handle opposite of yesterday, rallying into the close. Why not make a new high? We got 6 minutes to go. That current high is 95.50. 0150 all-time closing high. I don't know. Let's see. It's only 10 handles away.
Let's talk about I love stocks. I love when the chat throws out a stock that I forgot about. Like Michael Crockett is throwing out Levi, which I have not looked at this chart probably in like, I don't know, a month or 2 months.
Okay. It's got to be higher, right?
Well,
Just going off
I,
retail?
I just looked. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's slow and steady. They're a little bit later reporter, aren't they?
oh, good question. When do they report? Check the pro, go to the calendar, search Levi. They report on they're off cycle. It's weird. No, they reported already. They reported
Oh, they did?
on October 6th. They reported.
Day after my birthday.
Yeah.
Someone's asking about Levi.
Mhm.
Made a new high of the move. I don't like the candle from today. That's what I'll say. Is that you made a new high for the move. You're closing a little bit weak. But looking on the dailies, wow, this thing doesn't move a lot. But for your own interest, if you're trying to protect some profits in this one, look at this 2750 area. These are your last 5 lows: 756, 762, 741, 750, and 771. So if you don't want to try and pick a top here and you want to sell a little bit on weakness, I'd see what happens at the 2750 area. Tomorrow, focus number, or over the next couple days, 847 was your 2-day high, 862. But what's kind of sticking out to me is your high close of the move, 28.28. That was only 2 pennies better than that 28.26 close from Thursday. So good support. Got to blast through 28.50 in order to get another leg higher. That's what I'm looking.
Nice,
Until until further notice.
nice. All right, what else we got here? Yeah. Ooh, here, that's a tough one. ML is asking about root ROOT. That's a tough one, man. It's in a
Let me see.
and it's in a continuous downtrend. There's nothing to say
Roots.
about it. Nothing to say about
Root.
it. It's in a
Is
continuous.
that roots? Like roots, like out of Canada? The roots, or what is this?
No,
You know what roots is, right?
the band?
No,
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
roots. They're out of. Yeah, it's a brand. It's a clothing
No,
brand.
no, sorry, sorry. I thought you were referring.
Oh, well. Root here. Um, how, wait, at least wait for it to break the string of lower highs. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 lower highs. Not quite 8 lower lows. Not quite 8 lower closes, but maybe at least show a little bit of strength with making a higher high. That could be tomorrow. 432. You dipped under $4. Not seeing anything on the dailies telling me to buy this. Not seeing anything on the weeklies to buy in this. But hey, if you think it's going to break a string, I wouldn't bank on it. But above 432, it opens up. Volume picked up today. So maybe if this would be the biggest volume day. Oh no, this had some other big volume days on the way down. I don't know. Just not a great looking chart. It's kind of been a slow bleed.
Here's the earnings calendar for tonight. We got HP. Wait, shoot, which HP is that? Is that HPE or HPQ? Chad, help me out. We got Dell, we got Gap, Autodesk, Nordstrom is tonight, VMware is tonight. We got some names, and then tomorrow morning we have John Deere. So we got some names. We got some names.
How's
Um,
VMware doing? Wow. I guess going out on its own wasn't such a good idea. How's Smelly Deli doing? That's doing okay. That's just hanging out. Wow, people that thought that VMware was a buy off the split. I mean, the only thing I can tell you about this thing is if and when it ever gets back to that 125 area, it's going to be major resistance. Held in there for quite a while, and I think that was after the split, and then boom, it lost it. Uh, Monthly support down at the 110 area.
all right, George says it's HPE tonight. Thank you, George. And
HPE?
Tyler H is asking a great question. When you are selling a loser, how do you know if you should sell it today or hold it overnight and sorry, sell it on a down day or wait for a rip and sell that? Tyler, the short answer is we don't know, but also you don't know if there's going to be a rip. So selling on a down day is better than selling after 5 down days,
You know
right?
what, Tyler? What was your original plan on the trade?
Yeah.
Because you don't know if the market's going to be up or down. You don't know if your stock is going to go contra to the market. Have a plan and stick with it. That's kind of a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
know Dennis says sell the rip, buy the dip. I know, and then the market rips, and then it doesn't. Then it rips higher, and then like sell that rip too. So it's kind of a nebulous term. So we ended up green. We ended up making a new low on the week. We ended up green. I'd say we closed right here about 46.8650. Uh, Tough day. Tough day for trading. Some days you get a trend. This is not a trendy day, but overall, I'll give it a win for the Bulls.
All
The
right.
Bulls.
Please remember all the information and all the group trades outlined on this show are meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing advice or anything serious for that matter. Everyone have a good day. Joel, catch you tomorrow. Money Mitch going live right now. He'll talk about Genie, I'm sure. Lick his wounds and get back on the saddle. And then after that, we'll have the Benzinga Cannabis Insider Show. I am guest hosting today. You know why? Because they're talking to the new cannabis ETF provider. They're like, we should get Spencer on the show. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You should. So they did. So I'll be on Cannabis Insider in a half hour. Money Mitch is live right now. See you guys later.